Hey guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. My name is Preet and you're watching Info at a Glance, your very own immigration ease, where you watch videos and you become boss of your own immigration. And today, as promised, I'm back with another video. This is going to be another edition in my PNP series, and today we will be talking about the second largest province of the country, which is Quebec. And today we will be talking about one of the most famous category of this provincial nomination program, which is the Quebec skilled worker category. And this is coming from the very famous ARRIMA portal, which is the most important PNP portal for the Quebec province. Now, before I get into the technicality of the PNP program, I want to tell you a little bit about Quebec. Quebec is primarily a French-speaking province of the country, wherein you have to have a good knowledge of French in order to sustain or survive within the province. Even the students who prefer moving to the province to do any kind of an on-site job or a desk job, they're required to have a French experience, otherwise they're primarily working back-end. Now, for Quebec provincial nomination program, definitely French plays a very important role. So people who are primarily speaking French, even in India or anywhere in the world, this video is primarily for those, and it can definitely help you. And whatever information I'm sharing with you regarding the Quebec PNP program, I have linked each and every detail in the description box below, so do check it out. That has all the information regarding the points table, that has all the information regarding how exactly the provincial nomination program works. So just seeing the name of that particular program, which is called the skilled worker program, it's quite competitive. As in, when I talk about the education requirement or the academic requirement for this particular program, all you need is a high school plus a vocational degree or a diploma under the NOC you are claiming points for. And the most interesting part for this particular PNP program is NOC 0A, B and NOC C becomes eligible if you meet the points table, if you meet the requirement, and if you are less than 35, you stand a very good chance when it comes to immigration, because all you have to do over here is to get 50 points out of 120 if you are a single applicant, and if you are a married applicant, and if you are applying with your spouse, you need to have 59 points out of 120 from the assessment grid, which I have linked in the description box below. And trust me, attaining those points is not that difficult, because you get points for your experience, you get points for your age, for your education, for your adaptability if you have ties within the province, and most importantly, you get points for your language proficiency. Though there is no benchmark for language proficiency, but yes, you definitely get points if you have English and French both at a good standard. And yes, goes without saying, the province does not even disappoint people with NOC D category, but for those, it's primarily an on-job training, and for them to be eligible for this particular PNP program, a job offer is mandatory for them. And the most interesting part for this particular PNP program, that is, there are actually two. Number one, you do not require an ECA, as in you do not need to go to West to get your education credentials assessed. All you have to do is to show what you have in terms of your academic attainments. And second, the requirement of proof of funds is actually 1/3 of express entry, no matter with your family size also. So these two are quite attractive and appealing facts when we talk about the Quebec nomination program or the provincial nomination program for Quebec. And applicants who are from NOC 0A and B and even C, if they are eligible and if they qualify and they even have a job offer, luckily, they get additional points, and that actually increases your possibilities in order to get the legal status and qualify for the CSQ, which is the Quebec Selection Certificate. Now, talking about the most simple and the most easiest process to apply for this particular province in 3 stages. Number one is to figure out if you're eligible or not. If you are semi-skilled, skilled, or a high-skilled applicant with a good experience. So when I say experience, if you have an experience of more than 4 years or more, that means for 48 months and more, you get the maximum points. So if you have an experience of 4 years or more, and if you are semi-skilled, skilled, or high-skilled person under the NOC 0A, B, and C, you are definitely eligible to apply, and all you have to do is to submit your expression of interest on the ARRIMA portal. The ARRIMA portal link is again available in the description box below, so you can do all the fillings yourself, and you do not require an agent or a consultant to help you do so. Why? Because the passage is pretty simple and it is self-explanatory. All you have to do is to mention your details serial wise. You have to mention your details the way it is asking you, and the ARRIMA portal will do the needful in terms of finding your eligibility and in terms of giving you points for your attainments and the categories you will be filling in. And once you are done submitting your expression of interest, the second stage will come in picture, wherein the provincial nomination team or the immigration team in the Quebec province will assess your profile and figure out your possibilities of surviving in the province. And that is one important reason this province is quite promising, and their proof of funds requirements are quite low, because they only want you to show the proof of funds so that which can help you survive for the first 3 months in the province. Why? Because the provincial nomination team will work closely with your profile to figure out if your particular skill is having good job responsibilities or having good job possibilities within the province to survive or not. And that is not just for you. If you are applying with your spouse, and if your spouse is also a skilled labor, if your spouse is also semi-skilled, skilled or high-skilled person, they will also evaluate the possibilities for your spouse as well. So if you and your spouse both are eligible, if you and your spouse both have a good profile, and if you and your spouse both have a good experience, there is no way the provincial nomination team will stop you from getting your CSQ and giving you the eligibility to apply for the permanent residency within the province. So all you have to do is to be sure that you stand a very good chance if you are a skilled person with a good experience. And while submitting your expression of interest on the ARRIMA portal, you will be required to make a payment of the provincial nomination program. Why? Because without making this particular payment, your application will not be processed. The payment or the amount which is required to be paid for this particular provincial nomination program is 812 Canadian dollars, which is again non-refundable. Plus, that is for a single applicant. If you are applying with a spouse, you need to add 174 Canadian dollars more, and that will be the total which you have to pay to apply for the expression of interest for this particular provincial nomination program. So after you apply, and after the immigration officer feels that you are a strong candidate who can possibly sustain within the province, you get an invitation to apply or an ITA from the province to proceed further with your application. And then you get time to submit your required documentation against what you have filled in the ARRIMA portal initially, for which you have gained points and attained points for. And after that, you get the CSQ letter from the province, which will eventually make you eligible to apply for permanent residency within the province. So my honest suggestion to everyone who speaks French and English both, and if you have a good command and if you have a good control over French language, and if you have this particular thing with you which is called the skill in NOC 0, A, B or C, and you have a good experience of 4 years or more, and if you are less than 35, no matter you are married or single, you should definitely give a chance to the Quebec nomination program. Why? Because this is quite promising. You will be entering the second largest province in the world, which is home to Montreal and Old Quebec City, and this province definitely holds a lot of amazing opportunities for each and every applicant who's coming here. Even for students who are applying across the globe, Quebec happens to be the second most famous choice for them, just because of the standard of living, the cost effectiveness of the province, and the quality of life. So that's all for Quebec, the skilled worker category. I will be covering the other categories for this particular province very soon, so stay tuned for more updates which will be related to immigration only. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then please consider doing so, and do press the bell icon for all the latest updates in Canada immigration. And if you would like me to assess your possibilities on immigration, you are more than welcome to connect with me on my Instagram handle. The barcode is on your screen. It's info@aglance21. I will be happy to revert back basis my work availability, and I'll see you next week with another amazing immigration update. Until then, bye bye.